a Final Fantasy for fans and first timers. Every single time you boot up Final Fantasy 15, this message displays on the screen. So, how true is it? And first off, am I a fan or a first timer? It's a loaded question, actually. In terms of previous experience, I have Theat rhythm game spin-off on the 3DS, and Bravely Default, which isn't Final Fantasy by name, but from what I stand, basically is a classic Final Fantasy in terms of design, and all of the spells and items are the same names as they are in Final Fantasy, so it adds up. And also, in terms of like what the fans would probably consider real Final Fantasy, I don't know too much of the fan base. I have a couple friends deep in it. I haven't really discussed it much with them. I played 7, not all the way through. I either got to Cosmo Canyon or Wutai Village. I'm not. I say I don't know which one because I don't know which one is first. If one of them, if there is specific order, it might be non-linear at this point. I don't know. I just remember one time coming back from a long time not playing, and I was in Cosmo Canyon. And another time I came back after not playing for a while, I was at Wutai. I do have intentions to, of course, come back and finish it. Maybe with the not remake, but with the other remake, because I know remake's kind of a sequel. So, I guess is that a spoiler? I don't know. That's how I'm treating it. Anyway, so I would put myself more on the first timer end of the range. It's like Bravely Default going back. The characters, the world, the monsters, none of that was Final Fantasy. So I'll say first timer, aside from knowing the music. So 2019, about fallish, I was just around and then I noticed, hey, that's a pretty good deal on the game. So I ordered the game, came in, got the game. I didn't play it at first. I had other stuff I wanted to play through the beat first. I think it was definitely one of the Kingdom Hearts games. I've been going through the Story So Far collection. And I wanted to get through one of those first before starting, and I did. And come winter Christmas break that year, I'm a college student, so we got about a month there. I started the game. At the time, it was fun. I enjoyed my time with it. The intro song was real good. The intro sequence in general, that really worked for me, and I'm glad I didn't think to read the comments until after I beat the game, because they're really good comments, but don't read them until you beat the game. It's on Spotify though, so you have options to listen to it. And little did I know this song would really end up setting the whole tone for my enjoyment of it, because then came early 2020. It's blank because I just didn't really play games. At the time, I was super busy, took some busy classes. The little time I have, I just didn't have the energy to play video games really, so I didn't much at all. When I did have time, I would usually play Dark Souls 3 because both it and Final Fantasy 15 were the two games on discs I was playing through at the moment. So I wanted to just get through one of the games with the disc so I could just leave the other disc in. And with Dark Souls 3 specifically, I played through it like I played through it a ton of times because I was trying to get the Platinum Trophy, and I did. But I didn't get it before the tragedy. You know the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Yeah, we all know what it is. So, at this point in the tragedy, it's just me and my dog living alone in the dorm room. It still is right now as I am recording this. The tragedy is still happening. Yeah, it's a pretty isolating sort of life right now, and even then, gets pretty lonely. And it got to the point where I was like, hey, put some real time into playing the game about going on a road trip with friends, and it really worked, especially because through the whole time I've been talking to friends about various ideas for both road trips to like compete in various games or just going to like Japan for fun, especially since I have family there, and just seeing things again. And yeah, those are just. I'm excited for the potential of those as they come up, and one of the emphasis in 15 is just the friends. These guys, you really like bond with them and get to like know them through the game. Like I don't say that about too many games, but yeah, just I really enjoyed the character writing and kind of I guess the quote unquote brohood of these guys. It's not really no toxic masculinity or anything. They don't always all see eye to eye, of course, but they do it in a very I don't know organic. No, maybe not organic, but very well-meaning way. You really care about all of them. You get frustrated when they're not always getting along. It's really nice. And as for the gameplay, the open world stuff, it's pretty fun. It was just kind of nice to just chill out, go around exploring. The combat I finally started to get once I started to understand the break mechanic. This is not Final Fantasy 15, but I couldn't find a good picture of inflicting break in 15. So this is Xenoblade. Maybe I'll talk about this game later. This game's really good, guys. Probably not two first, I'll probably talk about one. But it's really good. And both of those presentations will have the same problem as this, which I'll talk about in a bit. Like, the thing about this game, not Xenoblade, we're back to Final Fantasy, is that even just the driving, it's just nice. I enjoyed the driving. Like, there's like fast travel, but like to an extent, you gotta drive places first, and you actually have to follow the rules of the road. You can't go GTA on them. I don't know. Something about that just felt good to me, especially because of the times I'm not paying for parking right now because I wouldn't be going anywhere, so I don't have access to my car while living on campus. So it's just nice to see them going out with friends. It's a really good game to play in the lonely times. And I've seen a lot of posts and discussions of people saying that this game really does help through some lonely times. And it's hard for me to really talk too much more into specifics because I really want it to be a first-time experience for people. It's somewhat a buggy game, but like if you're playing it now, a lot of those problems have been patched out. I heard a lot of horror stories about how it was early on, but now it's a lot better from what I've heard. And I only really encountered any big glitches in one of the DLC episodes, which isn't really part of the main story anyway. Yeah, spoilers are the big issue when I'm going to talk about Xenoblade, maybe. I don't have Xenoblade scheduled yet. I have scheduled pretty much as many PowerPoints as I think I'll be able to record while I'm here, and I don't know if I'll be able to record after I move out. But yeah, anyways, thank you for coming and hearing about this, and I don't know, I'd like to hear any of your experiences with this game if you have any, or if you're interested in the experience. I'm not here to sell it to you per se. If I know you, I might lend you the disc, honestly. So yeah, and if there are spoilers in the comments, I'll probably pin a comment at the top as a warning, so you know as you scroll down. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Have a nice day.